Guest to the desk with us, Education Manager Caroline Myers is here from Des Moines Performing Arts. The Iowa High School Musical Theater Award Showcase is coming up, Jackie.
Right around the corner. Now, we love focusing on great local things that are happening in our community, and this is a huge one, dealing with the arts and a lot of high schoolers all across our great state.
Absolutely. So the Iowa High School Musical Theater Award Showcase is the culmination of a year-long education program of Des Moines Performing Arts. So all year we've been sending out teams of adjudicators to review high schools' musical productions, give schools lots of feedback on what they're doing well and areas that they can continue to work on. And then we take all of that feedback as well, and then we give schools and students honors and recognition for the great work that they're doing in their high school musical productions.
Wonderful.
So you have staff that physically go out and go to plays all around the state and musical productions and kind of sit in, and then after the show you kind of give them advice? Is that how that works?
It's kind of a multi-step process. So our staff goes out and we see as many as we can, but actually our adjudicators are made of lots of Iowa-based performing arts professionals and educators.
Gotcha.
So we've worked on really curating a great pool of adjudicators who work in the arts, who can go back and really look at those productions with a critical eye. And then they give a bunch of written feedback to the schools and kind of assess them on a rubric for all of the different elements that go into putting on a great show.
Now,
so
these organizations know that somebody's coming in, or they just go in like a food critic and then they give their review? They
absolutely know. So this year we've been slowly growing the program. It's now in its third year. So this year we invited schools within 125 miles of Des Moines to participate. So schools opt in, and once you opt in, then we work with you to schedule when your adjudicators will be coming out to see your show. So you don't know who those adjudicators are, but directors know when they're in the house, so they can tell their students that somebody's there watching at that level.
Now, the video we're watching right now is, like you said, the culmination of all this work, and that's a big performance that's coming up right around the corner.
Absolutely. So what we do at the end of the school year is we take all of that feedback and we curate an event that's really designed to celebrate what students have accomplished this year. So we take snippets from different musical productions based on that feedback and invite students to come and perform on the Des Moines Civic Center stage.
Wow. So it's like a best of then?
It's kind of like a best of. It's a review of the year.
How would you compare this? I mean, you're known for putting on Broadway shows on this incredible stage. Now you have high schoolers coming in. How do you compare the two as far as this performance is concerned?
You know, this is a really magical night on the Des Moines Civic Center stage. These kids come in and they are so pumped up and excited. They know that this stage is the home of these top touring Broadway talents. And so it's a very different evening, but the energy it's really a highlight of the year for us. And so you definitely feel that when you're in the audience. So this year we'll have between 400 and 500 students across our stage that night. And those students all sit in the house as well, and we tell them that they have two jobs that evening. One, to give the best performance they can. This is kind of their Carnegie Hall moment of the year, but their other job is to be as supportive to all of the other schools as they possibly can be. And so it's just this massive cheering section, and the love and support that comes from those students for their peers from across central Iowa, and as we've expanded into other parts of the state, is really something special.
Now, you're honoring these schools and these productions all across the great state, but you also pick out a couple of students that get a special honor as well.
Absolutely. So for most of the program, it's not directly competitive. We can name multiple recipients in each category as performances merit. But then we do have one special award that is directly competitive, and that is our Triple Threat Award, which we give to one young man and one young woman who earn the right to represent Iowa at the National High School Musical Theater Awards later this summer. So there are about 30 programs in the country that send delegates to represent their program in New York City for a week, where those kids actually get to work with industry professionals in New York, and then their culminating showcase is actually at the Minskoff Theater, which is the home of Disney's The Lion King on Broadway. So those two students will get to have their Broadway debut at the end of their week in New York.
Now, for those that aren't versed in theater, what is Triple Threat?
Triple Threat refers to the three skills that you have to be a really top-notch musical theater performer, and that's exemplary skills in singing, dancing, and acting. So we're really looking for some of those leading students that did really well in their school productions are invited to come in and audition.
The whole package, in other words.
The whole package. They're invited to come in and audition for that honor to represent the state of Iowa.
What benefits have you seen across our great state as Des Moines Performing Arts? You said 3 years now have been involved as much as they have been. What benefits have you seen from this?
It's been really amazing to see the growth that we've had in schools that have been with us from the beginning. So we work with schools that have various levels of work that they're doing in their drama programs, but we've seen growth at every single level of where schools that started with us in year one are. So just knowing that these are the things that a professional looks for when they come and look at a production can really kind of put a fire under students and help them go from, we did a great show and it's good enough to, but I want to do a little bit better, or this is going to be the area I'm going to focus on this year. So we've seen that across the board. And then in addition, we like to provide lots of learning opportunities for our schools throughout the year. So oftentimes our different Broadway professionals coming in with tours will do master classes for students in the program and lots of other learning opportunities. Actually, during the showcase, we bring in a Broadway-based choreographer and music director, so students get to work with that caliber of talent throughout the weekend in their rehearsals. So that really just kind of helps them raise the bar even more.
Right.
So really
Incredible
pushing those
opportunity.
skills.
As we're heading into summertime, are there more summer opportunities and workshops for kids to get involved with at the Des Moines Performing Arts?
Absolutely. So we do have a slate of summer camps, but the one that's probably the most directly tied to the awards is our Stage Right Broadway experience. So that's a week-long intensive for high school students, where again we bring in 3 Broadway professionals that get to work with kids throughout the week. So really focused on skill development and growing in those triple threat skills again of singing, dancing, and acting.
Right
so
here
they can
in-
right here in Des Moines.
Right here in Des Moines,
Right here in
Central
Des Moines.
Iowa.
So
All right,
you
but
don't have to fly to New York to have that type of
Exactly.
training experience. Just come on
Exactly.
down and spend a week with us at the Civic Center.
Absolutely love it. But we want everyone to come out and support these students, and this performance is right around the corner. Give us all the details.
It is. It is Monday, June 1st at the Des Moines Civic Center. Tickets are going fast, so we encourage you to pick them up early.
There you go. Perfect.
right.
Well, have fun. It
Thank
sounds
you.
like you're going to have a blast.
It's a great week. It's a really special night for the state of Iowa and for Des Moines Performing Arts.
Well,
Wonderful.
thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's 8:30. We'll be back. You're watching